Just now I also show in terms of the how do we prepare the draft pack. Yeah. So we go for this draft pack preparation. In terms of this the three part flow just now, we have the opening, we have the body and the closing. In this case, we're using the problem statement, or in this case, the leading statement, and then the solution. The solution, the key message, supporting point, and also the evidence. And then we have the recommendation and the next step. Yeah. So if we practice this methodology, then it's much easier and less time consuming to prepare the presentation back. Because again, based on the experience, sometimes last time we spend a lot of time to prepare, even at the for the especially on the last minute presentation. Yeah. But when you practice this method, it can basically save a lot of time, and then we can complete the presentation before the video. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, any question on this method? Clear? Right. Okay, and then we deep dive into causes of issues or problem. Okay. Before we go to this, maybe you can have the 5 minutes break for coffee, for example. Right? It's okay? Let's go for coffee for 5 minutes. Then we come back. At the same time, I think we can keep the video on. It's okay? We pause lah, pause.
Rekod video baru.
We pause lah, pause.
Pause.
Okay lah, let's go for break. Okay. Okay. So okay, thank you. Welcome back after we have the short break just now. So now let's continue with our module 4, which is step 3, structure your content. Okay. So just now we have basically go over how do we prepare the 3-part flow into the one is the problem statement, the solution, and the recommendation. Now we deep dive into causes of issues of the problem. Okay. In this case, as I give example just now, what are the causes of the capability gaps in the company? Yeah. So we have the section called insufficient training. Yeah. What is the key message for this insufficient training? We have the lack of relevant content and structured learning opportunities. And what are the proposed visual? In this case, we have a presentation of the board. Okay. All right. And then we have the limited career path. What is the key message? No clear advancement of growth opportunities. Yeah. For the limited career path, and also it will be high turnover rate. Okay. And then the visual, we have the ladder icon, the no clear advancement opportunity. Yeah. And then on the full leadership support, we have the minimum coaching, feedback, and also the cognition from the leaders. In this case, visual, we have the manager icon with the set face. So these are basically the 3 factors that hindering the employee growth and also the rising turnover. Okay. So the root causes of the gap will be somewhere here. Okay. In the slide, we have this root causes section where we can basically transfer this information into the root causes portion segment. Okay. All right. And then, okay. And any question on this root causes? Any question? concentrate on this slide what call it, configuration. These are the visual that we can use, yeah, to basically represent these capability gaps. Okay. All right. Then module 5, we go for module 5, step 4, which basically design high impact visual. Okay. So in this module, what are the characteristics? We need to have a design principle, like visual storytelling. Yeah. And then in this case, when we design the slide, how do we then do the simplicity? Yeah. How do we do the contrast, spacing, and also the hierarchy? And then how do we using the visual? Yeah. For example, like the chart. Yeah. Here, the visual evidence. Okay. Say we chart. Okay. And then icon, image, or diagram. And then we need to avoid any we need to avoid cluttering the slide. Sometimes, most of the time, I can see that people like to write a lot of statement in the slide, which basically distract the attention of the audience. So it's much better to have the visual because pictures tell more stories than the statement. That's good for it. Yeah. That's why we need to have the more visual. And then we have to have the storytelling. Our leading statement kind of a continuous story from one slide to another slide. Yeah. So that the flow of the slide will be much visible to the audience. Yeah. So that when they listen to our presentation, they understand what we want to present, what are the visual that we support or evidence that we support our issues, and what are our recommendation or solution. Okay. So that's important in terms of the designing our high impact visual. And now, thanks to the ChatGPT, thanks to the AI, there are a lot of examples of the high impact visual that we can use from the internet. Yeah. So now I can say that even like they call it now ChatGPT, but some of them they call it AI tool that we can use, that we can download. AI tool. We just give a prompt. Yeah, give a prompt. Then automatically they can give the design, the output from our prompt. It's very powerful. Yeah. Now senang, banyak information. So dalam kita download banyak apps yang bergerak dengan macam Canva for example. We can basically they can give a prompt, they can develop our even our video or image from our prompt. Yeah. And the prompt should be specific on what you want to present. Okay. So that's powerful about our the current AI or ChatGPT now. Okay. Then now we have to do the practice. Okay. Practice the pack preparation and also the demonstration. Okay. So I have here presentation pack for sample number 1. In this case, addressing people capability challenge, building a skill and engage workforce. So, what is the purpose of this slide? It's basically to introduce the topic and the set tone, and then the purpose, the image. The visual image here is of employees collaborative, and also so basically for each slide, there's a message that even the choice of the icon or the image representing the message that you want to deliver. Okay. And then for the slide number 2, current workforce challenge. This is basically slide number 1. Yeah. Number 2, And then number 3, number 4, number 5, 6. Okay. So for the slide number 2, current workforce challenge, we present the data and the key issues. Yeah. For example, like 42% in skill gap now have basically skill gap have increased to 95%. So it's taking the gaps is basically becoming wider and wider. And why? With all the engagement issues on the low employees motivation, and also the high turnover rate. That is basically our root cause of the problem. And then the key factors behind, we can basically detail more lagi, we can elaborate more lagi. What are the key factors behind the gap? In this case, we diagnose the root cause. We need to have the box for training, career path, and also the leadership support. These are basically the why we have the gap, lack of key skill due to the insufficient training. And then we have the limited career path in the organization, and also the poor leadership support. That go back to the addressing the people capability challenges. And then we have the solution. And also we have the evidence, and we have the solution for improvement. Okay? So we're using this visual to present our solution for improvement. Okay? In this case, we propose a 3-column infographic, upskill and skill, career development, and boost the engagement. Okay? For example, by having the advanced training program, we'll have 20% increase. We can predict 20% increase in higher production. That's number 1. And then by having a clear growth path into career development, for example, from the engineer, they want to become the senior engineer. So after senior, how many years they are in engineer? For example, you are already at the junior engineer for 5 years. Of course, you have to go for promotion, and also an increment in the salary for the next phase. That's why by having the clear growth path, after certain years, you've been promoted to the senior engineers. After senior engineers, then you can go for promotion to manager, for example, or even to the session head. What is the target to go into that? Minimum 7 years, or 10 years. They can have the clear engineer can know when they go into that position. They know they can basically aim. After 7 years in this company, I can basically become the manager. After I be the senior engineer, I can target to become a supervisor or manager. Okay, that's an example of this clear growth. And then enhance the recognition and support. Each year, when your performance is good, then company will give you a performance bonus. Then also boost the engagement with the employee. Okay, that is the solution for the improvement. And then from there, what is the expected outcome? With that solution, okay, we expect the higher skill level, and with the higher skill level, 50% higher in terms of the production. That is the projected outcome. And then we also reduce the defect, because now engineers are capable, so they can basically do the work properly. They've been trained, and then that can reduce the 30% defect, for example. Okay, and then greater engagement. We have the saving cost saving by 26%. Example of the projected outcome. And then action plan. Next step, we have the purpose to inspire collaboration and working together, and then team photo with a motivational tagline. In this case, growing stronger together.